So I'm just going to try to make this as simple as possible for Kels and any other person that wants to get the idea behind why behind the trade that he did not take. I don't think he took it. That's on gold on the 20th. So we're going to go 20th. Says okay. I need to find 20th. Yeah, this was it. All right. So I think he had his markup like this. I don't know where he was coming from, but then I know there was a line here. Is it here? There was a line here. All right. Okay. So, like I said, ICC, indication, correction, and continuation, or BRC, break of structure, retracement, and continuation. However, whatever you want to call it, right? So it's all it's all under the idea of structure. Structure is the first thing first. Looking at the structure, where's price presently? This is where price is at here. And where is it coming from? It's coming from here. Where is the previous low? This is the previous low. What trend is the market? It's in a downtrend. Let's first of all establish that fact, right? So we have a downtrend, right? And then where is our break of structure? The recent one should be here, right? So you are not selling until price comes below this line with a body break. Okay. So now you have your indication because this would be one leg. Remember structure, lower low, lower low, lower high, and then a lower low, right? So let's say we go on 2 hours and try to look at what the structure is giving to us. You need price to come inside the box bullish and then go back to being bearish and then come below this line before you're getting in on anything, right? So let's see what happens. It didn't go below. So this now has saved you from the normal supply and demand. You would be entering off here, right? Because you have another block here, right? Or off here, using that first one as inducement. But what happened? Price eliminated the both of them. So for the both of them, we have failed trade, failed trade. So it didn't work out. Say you want to use here, price still went above it. So now you ask yourself, why did this happen, right? What is price doing? Why is price not? I actually took a buy on this trade, right? But I just closed out today. Okay, so what did I see that made me take a buy? Over here we have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. This is supposed to be a higher high, right? But it didn't break structure with the body. So I just choose to use this whole leg as one bit of price action, right? Or better still, use here, here, and then here as one leg of price action, right? So what do I do next? I have my lower low, lower low, higher low, uh, lower high, higher low, higher high, right? So now where's my indication, correction, and continuation? I go to my 4 hours. I try to see structure from that point of view. and then I go on the line chart. Times the line chart to make things easier to view, right? So we see that we have this structural point here. If we are to eliminate the weeks, because the line chart helps you eliminate the weeks, right? Then we have this. Okay, so let's come back to our normal chart. So now this is our indication. All this move coming down here is correction, right? This whole move coming down here is correction. So price goes from internal structure to external structure. First of all, takes out the internal, then goes for the external. All right. So let's assume, so we have indication, correction, giving you lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and then price start rallying up. Before this indication line, you see price give you this bearish candle and then breaks out. So where would your entry be? The body break out of this. But if you're using this one, this is where you'll be entering and your stop loss might be very low. So let's go on the lower time to see if this candle can be divided. And now on the 1 hour, we see that, okay, this is divided. You go in here. This was actually where I had my stop loss around here. All right. And then, no, was it around here? No, this was where I had it at first. Then I waited for price to give me a new structural level. Then I reduced the stop loss to break even. But this was my first target, right? And now, what we see price do was something like this. So when it did this, I moved my stop loss to this, to here, and then waited for price to do its thing. And now it's actually retracing, but I'm already out of the market. All right. Already left the market. Don't forget, structure is the most important thing. Right. I do feel like it's going to take out this high. Right. After taking out this high. But right now it's doing a state of retracement. That is your correction. Or if you're to call this an indication, a new line of indication, if you're working with this structure, let's go on the 4 hour. Let me show you guys something. If you're working with this structure, where is your if this is your new indication, where is the place that price broke out from? It will be here. So you need price to come back inside, then start giving higher, higher low. Once it does that, comes above this line, you take a buy. First target, maybe here, possibly, and then that is it. You understand? So it's not so difficult. It's not so difficult. It's as easy as it can be. You don't have to complicate it. You don't have to complicate it at all. At all. Don't do that. Because when you do that, you start seeing what is not there. Okay? Start seeing what is not there. Another trade he posted was so I marked up this trade based on supply and demand, but I'm still waiting for it to come above here before I start looking for a buy. The next trade he posted was BTC USD. That was on the 20th. Let's see, go on the 20th. 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 Posted for a buy and he bought. Okay, so he had his indication coming from here. Okay, this is beautiful. I like the markup. That's just how it is. You don't complicate it. Markets. So had your indication, had your correction, price was giving you on the 1 hour. Let's see what price was giving you. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And what happens here? Price breaks out. So personally, right, based on my back testing that I've been doing, I wouldn't if you're getting in here, around here, your stop loss is going to be way, way down here. All right. And I don't think that's so nice. So we try to look for other factors that could make us get into the trade, right? Because we know that this is one swing point, right? And we know that this is a possible or another swing point, right? So this now is the range that you're working. You need price to break out of the range with the body. And if you notice here, price didn't do that. If you are drawing this was not a break with the body. One, two was not a break with the body. This was where price came out of it, right? So with you entering here, your stop loss would be here. I think that's more, uh, it's better than the lowest point we had there. So let's try to check lower time frames to see if this candle was divided, which I cannot see any division. Okay. So we still have here. You can choose your stop loss to be here. You can still choose for it to be below here if you're just trying to be very safety cautious. But since you have a win rate of like 90%, I think anywhere is fine. Anyway, it's fine. And your first take profit is here. Then the next one, you let it run, possibly here, because over here we have sellers here that push price down. Next one will be here, right? And what do you see happen? It's not as complicated as it should, as they make it seem. It's just simple. Okay. First target hit, second target hit, and an extra. So that's like almost 2% on your account. All right. So now this was your previous high. You have a new indication. Then you're getting a correction. And what do? You wait for price to come out. Yes, personally, I like to see price go inside and then come out again because then I don't know. I just feel like it's from my back testing again. It's what I think works for me. But some people can catch it up here and just continue the ride. Price might continue the ride from up here. You understand? Whichever, however, you're just here to make the money. Okay? So I think that's all for this video. And if you have any question, do well to ask. Also, the other community, the general group, I would be more active there now because I think I will start posting trade signals. All for free, actually. So that's that for that.